Let's face it, not many people like Z moves, and most people much rather have Mega Evolutions return and expanded upon rather than Z moves. I know the developers had felt as if they made a mistake with Mega Evolutions, but I don't think the fans view it that way. I know I sure don't. Sure, there may have been a few balancing issues, but those can be, and have for the most part, been solved. And with amazing concepts, designs, and fighting potential with these Pokemon, it'd be a shame if we didn't receive new Mega Evolutions in the future. And I'm really hoping that Game Freak listens to the fans with this one and bring new Mega Evolutions to the series with Generation 8. Which is why I'm going to be running a new weekly series on the channel where I'll go over the top 5 potential Mega Pokemon from each region, starting off with the Kanto region. I've chosen these Pokemon with various different factors into account, but the main 3 factors would be popularity, as there are some Mega Pokemon that fans want desperately, and some Pokemon that people have forgotten. Significance to the story, as certain Pokemon did receive a Mega Evolution for being the ace Pokemon of a certain trainer. And finally, how bad they are as a Pokemon, cause some Pokemon just need more love. Usually, it's just one of these factors that end up dominating, but at the end of the day, I think it's a solid enough reason. So with all of that being said, let's kick off the start of this new series with the top 5 potential Kanto Mega Evolutions. Number 5. Dugong. Between all the water and ice types of the Kanto region, Dugong is 100% the most forgotten one. Kingler has its anime popularity, Seeking is notorious for horn drilling and Nuzlocke, Jinx is just Jinx, and Cloyster and Lapras have always been way better water and ice types than Dugong. I always saw Dugong as a meh or whatever kind of Pokemon, and as a kid, it even kind of bothered me for whatever reason. So, with it being a pretty forgettable and weak Pokemon, it's obviously in need of a Mega Evolution. And this Mega Dugong from Ethereal Haze is bound to make Dugong a lot more memorable. It will still remain as a water and ice type, but will become a lot more defensive with most of its stat boost going to HP, defense, and special defense. And I think it should carry the ability Magic Bounce as well. Ethereal Haze has given it Synchronize, which I can get behind, but I just think that Magic Bounce would be a better ability, especially with a big orb that's holding over there. I still don't think this would make Dugong too great in battle, but the main purpose of its Mega is to make it more memorable, and with a beautiful design like this one, it definitely won't be forgotten. Number 4. Arbok. Now, this is only above Dugong cause I wanted to start off with Dugong. This spot was a little iffy because I was going through some fairly popular Pokemon that are not so great in competitive play, the other two being Tauros and Primeape, and trying to figure out which one of them should get a Mega Evolution. And I ultimately decided on Arbok. Now, as cool as it looks, Arbok really isn't all of that, with its highest stat being attack at 95, second highest stat being speed at 80, and everything else below that. So with Mega Arbok, I really wanted a design to emphasize the attack and speed boost I'd be getting with its Mega, and Trixpix's design does just that. While Trixpix has given it the Poison Dragon typing with Simple as its ability, I'd give it the Poison Dark typing and Merciless as its ability, cause come on, that thing is looking pretty sinister, and it's definitely a Pokemon that would show no mercy. Plus, all those stab, poison, and dark type critical hits once the opponent is poisoned? Oh, it's gonna hurt to say the least. And this may come off as a surprise to some of you, but Arbok and Weezing are not actually counterparts, so it's perfectly fine if Arbok gets a Mega and Weezing doesn't. Number 3, Rapidash. Now let's talk about why Rapidash needs a Mega real quick, alright? It's cause all the other fire types in Kanto have something else about them. Charizard has 2 Mega Evolutions and it's a starter, Ninetales is an Alolan form, Arcanine's a super strong Pokemon and also a scrap legendary Pokemon, so to speak. Magmar has Magmortar, Flareon's an evolution, and Moltres is a legendary Pokemon. And what's Rapidash? Just Rapidash. Don't get me wrong, it's a super cool Pokemon and all, but it just needs a little more of something if it wants to stand up to the other fire types of the Kanto region. And a Mega Evolution can help it do just that. This Mega Rapidash by an unknown artist is a very simple yet elegant change that embodies what Rapidash's Mega form would look like. Everyone, including myself, wants Rapidash to turn into a Pegasus, and this is by far the best design that I've seen that makes it look like a Pegasus without giving it huge wings, cause I think the huge wings would be a bit too much. Even if it can't fly, they could give it a Pokédex entry that states that it gallops so fast that it hovers in the air for a bit, or something of that sort. Rapidash is mainly a physical attacker, but I think with this Mega, it should become a mixed attacker to complement its new fairy typing. And of course, it should rightfully gain a massive buff in speed. Number 2, Dragonite. Now I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of Mega Pseudo Legendaries, and I don't want any more pseudos to get them, but all pseudos, just like starters, are rightfully in line to receive Mega Evolutions. Not only because they're fan favorite Pokemon, but because pseudo legendary Pokemon are more often than not used by the champion of the region or someone significant to the story, which is why the Hoenn pseudos got Megas. But for the case of Tyranitar and Garchomp, pure popularity. And if you've already given it to 4 of them, you better give it to all of them. And in Dragonite's case, it's also because it's the main Pokemon of the Indigo League's very own champion, Lance. So, it has more than enough reason to get one, even if I do think that's completely unnecessary. The Mega Dragonite designed by Alpha XXI, or Alpha 21, drops its flying typing and gains the fairy typing, giving it the busted type combination of Dragon and Fairy. To make matters worse, it has the Levitate ability, still making it immune to ground, which is actually pretty busted considering that regular Dragonite has multi-scale for its hidden ability. You can take a hit with multi-scale and then Mega Evolve into this beast, who borrows elements in its design from its previous evolution, Dragonair. I think its attack and special attack should be buffed and equalized, and then gain an even buff in all its other stats. With its new typing and multi-scale for its hidden ability, it can definitely make for some really fun plays. But nothing will be as fun as trying to pronounce its Megastone, Dragonite. Dragonite? Yeah, I don't know. Honorable mention. For some quick honorable mentions, we have Jinx and Farfetch'd. Now I feel like these two both need something more, but what I feel like they really need is an actual evolution. After all, Electabuzz and Magmar left Jinx behind in 4th gen for some reason, and Farfetch'd got robbed of an amazing evolution in 2nd gen, so that's what they really need. Maybe, after that, they can get some new Megas. Who knows? Number 1, Parasect. Say what you will, but I don't think there's a single Kanto Pokemon that is as weak in battle and as useless as Parasect. To be real, the Pokemon is only significant to me because of its creepy Pokédex entries, and because it can use Cut early game. So, I think it's in desperate need of a Mega Evolution, especially since it can be 5 times weak to fire with its Dry Skin ability. With this art by Blue Haruka, and to plan its creepy origin story with the mushroom taking over the host's body, I think it should lose its Grass typing and gain the Poison typing and become a Bug Poison type. This along with a brand new ability that we'll call Hazardous, that guarantees the opponent to be badly poisoned upon contact to play on the fact that spores and mushrooms are getting out of control and looking to pretty much take over everything. This buffs its defenses and its HP stat while leaving the others the same, and I think we'll have a big threat with this Mega Parasect. I'm not sure how broken or how bad Hazardous will be as an ability, but I think it definitely helped Parasect gain some attention and help it be competitively viable. But at the end of the day, we just want to find out a way to give some love to this bug. Or mushroom, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Top 5 Potential Mega Series. Next week, we have the Top 5 Potential Johto Mega Evolutions, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed, be sure to hero punch that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Let me know how you feel. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of the Megas on this list, and what Kanto Megas do you want to see in future generations? Let me know. Share the video around if you want to help support the channel. And finally, subscribe and hit the little bell icon if you want to stay up to date with all my content. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video, alright? Later.